I want to say the time that Hrithik tweeted about, Lean On. I remember that. And that was a really big moment. I was
Wow.
fully screaming. Yeah. I woke up and I was like, why is this going on right now?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this amazing edition of Indie Superstar, where we have the super talented, the gorgeous, the very, very creative Vidya Vox with us. What is up, Vidya? How's it going?
Hi, I'm good. How are you? Thank you so much for having me.
Vidya, first of all, we're going to kick off this conversation with talking about your latest single, which you released a while back. The song is called Vanakkam, right?
Yes, it's called Vanakkam, which means namaste in Tamil. Yeah.
I'm all girl strong, we give it right back. Glass bangles on my arm and we win it like that. Let me hear you say Vanakkam.
Tell us about the song. How did the song come about?
I feel like I really wanted to write a brown girl anthem, that gives ode to the power, the kind of beauty of women, but not only physical beauty, but just all the things that we do. Like one of my favorite lyrics that I've written on that record is, we're not only hot, basically we're getting degrees. We look so hot in 200 degrees, but we also are getting masters and MDs and we're racking up degrees. And I feel like there aren't enough songs appreciating the brain of brown women.
When you do mashups, when you're doing a cover of a song, doing that and then doing your original, how difficult are the two?
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've done a mashup because I'm really trying to, just do originals. And I think that's always been the goal for me. And they're definitely different in their own ways, but I find original songs to be, obviously it is more involving for me because I want to make sure I'm saying the right things and what I want to say artistically. So with mashups, on the other hand, people already know the song. People come to it with a prior knowledge of listening to the lyrics and the melody. So they know all of that. So the challenge is, how do you give them a fresh take and have them stay listening to the entire song? If it's just like another acoustic cover, they're like, oh, I've already heard this. Like, why am I here? So that was always the challenge with mashup.
Shankar Thakur is a fabulous, he's a multi-instrumentalist, music producer. He does everything. I don't know how he... Right, really. I want to know, how did you guys meet and how did music happen and how did you start collaborating with each other?
Yeah, of course. So we actually started dating before we started collaborating. So I met Shankar when we both were in college through a mutual friend. And they kind of like put us together being like, he plays clarinet, you and your sister sing, just like sing for this like talent show. And we're like, okay, sure. And so then we got together, and then Shankar moved to India to start his YouTube channel and study with Hari Prasad ji on clarinet. So he did that, and so we continued collaborating and did Vidya Vox in 2015.
How it is growing up for an Indian Desi kid in a country outside of India. A lot of people talk about existential crisis that kids usually go through. A little bit of a dilemma as to what culture do we belong to. There's a confusion happening. So did that happen with you as well?
Absolutely. And I think when I was going through it, when I was younger, especially in middle school, which is like 7th and 8th grade here, I was teased a lot about my food. Like my mom would pack me dal chawal and idli and sambar for lunch, and all I wanted is like a pizza or a sandwich, but my mom would refuse. She's like, there's not enough nutrition in this. You need your dal, you need your sabji, like that kind of stuff. So, and I was teased a lot for that. She'd be like, oh, your food smells bad. Like, you smell does your house also smell like curry? So it's just things like that. I feel like a lot of people have gone through similar stories as well. And so because of that, I really tried to be as like white and American as possible. Tried to erase my identity. I tried to, especially because at home I was really encouraged to, be fully embrace my Indian culture. Like we're gonna take Carnatic music at home. We're listening to bhajans. We're eating Indian food. We're speaking in Tamil. We're practicing Hindi. We're watching Bollywood movies. So it's such a different world from when I went to school. And so it always felt, like it was two separate worlds. I was like two separate people. I'm like, okay, at home I'm doing all this, and then at school I'm fully American, and I pretend I never told people I could sing. I never told people I could dance. Like I never said any of that. I'm like, I don't even talk about Indian culture. I would just like pretend to be American. Like I'm like, oh yeah, wow. I grew up. You know what I mean? So there's definitely a lot of that. And there's always a lot of shame associated with that because I teased for it at such a young age, and I felt so insecure about it.
Tell me something that like you were just saying that you were, kind of juggling between the two cultures.
Yeah.
How did you listen to music back then?
I would be listening to, A.R. Rahman, Shreya Ghoshal, Asha ji, Lata ji, all of them, all of their old ghazals, bhajans, and there's so many things I would be listening. And even my mom, she played so many bhajans and stuff when we were at home, and even like Ilayaraja, she loves Ilayaraja. So
all legends.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I love all of that music too. So it really was a balance. I felt like both of, in a way, I feel like having the separate worlds like really allowed me to delve my attention in that sense. I can like split this apart, and I'm, American from the hours of 7 to 2, and then I'm Indian from 3 to the rest of the night, so I think it really did like influence my music a lot, because then I'm like, okay, we need to find a way to make this all one.
What was that like breakthrough moment for you? Like, you became a YouTuber. I think it was around 2015, I believe, right?
Yeah, 2015. Officially, April 2015 was the first time I put out the first video. And I want to say the time that Hrithik tweeted about, Lean On, I remember that. And that was a really big moment. I was fully screaming. Yeah, I woke up and I was like, why is this going on right now?
Amazing. Okay, let's talk about your upcoming projects and the kind of music that you're going to be releasing now. How many originals? Is there any mashup on its way? Maybe not.
I cannot do mashups anymore, unfortunately, because I had a huge copyright fight with one of the Indian labels, and they like threatened to shut down my channel. So it was like a big drama, and I can't unfortunately ever do that again. So which is fine, but I think that I have to mainly do originals, which I've been really enjoying, doing. Like,
we are enjoying as well, so it's fine.
Yeah, I know I feel like it's a great time to be an independent artist, especially in India right now. The audiences are ready for it. They want something fresh, but also for artists, I think all artists, no matter what sphere you're in, they really love experimenting, and so I think it's a good time to be making some original music, but I really want to do folk song mashups, because there's so many amazing folk songs in our country, and that maybe people haven't even heard. Like I feel like the new generation, I want to be like, oh, do you know this amazing folk song like Yellow Chokappa? Do you know Padiwala Bhadra Vanakkam? So I feel like I'm really passionate about that as well.
All right, great, Vidya. Thank you so much for having this conversation. It was just amazing. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for giving an insight in your life as an artist, how you make songs, and what is your inspiration, and everything else. And thank you so much. And I'm hoping to see you soon here in Mumbai.